Right now, it is the fourth quarter. This is the time of the year in which you should be bidding every day, in which they fast track you, and guess how much it costs? $0. Is small or not small? In the federal government, there's no medium. There'll be more and more opportunities available for 2024. So don't give up hope. Hello, everyone. In case you're new to the channel, my name is Dr. Kizzy Parks. The GSA agency has these different schedules, and I learned from one of my coaching students that they have a pilot program in which they fast track you, and guess how much it costs? $0. You heard it here first. Right now, it is the fourth quarter. This is the time of the year in which you should be bidding every day. There are numerous opportunities out there, whether it's on DIB, SAM, Unison, Fed Connect, a GSA schedule. This is where the federal government is spending their money, because if they don't use it, then they will lose it, my amazing audience. That's how it works. What do I do about these NAICS codes? What NAICS code do I choose? How do I update it? And here's the thing about a NAICS code. The size standard of a NAICS code determines if a business is small or not small. In the federal government, there's no medium. And this is typically based on 3 to 5 years of annual revenues. So right now, U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia, they're in the middle of issuing a decision that may impact how companies calculate their annual receipts to qualify as small. Because as you can imagine, some companies use some creative math that perhaps it was only taught in certain places to make sure that they remain small. Anytime you are going through the registration with SAM.GOV, be prepared to share with them a lease. If you're using your home, it could be a home, an apartment, mobile home, whatever is considered your home, just be prepared to explain, I'm using my apartment, or I'm using my home, or what may have you. And it helps get you through that. There is a new database created by GSA, General Services Administration, covers 2 years. On this database, they have 37,589 long-standing small businesses, 3 years or more, that won federal contracts in 2022. So let's digest that. So at this point in time, small disadvantaged businesses and others, they're being tracked to see what kind of awards are we winning or not winning. 37,589 long-standing small businesses, those 3 years older or more, that won federal contracts in fiscal year 22, compared with 14,700 long-standing other than small businesses. What they're saying is, hey, we're providing a lot of opportunities to small disadvantaged businesses. So this is really good news, because one complaint that I'll hear, not so much, but I have heard, and maybe you feel like this, hey, how am I able to really get into this space? Is there really a place for me? Why would they buy from me? And this is really important to keep in mind. And also get this, 7,353 small disadvantaged businesses were new entrants in total for 21 and 22. I'm sure you've probably had a social media post with more views or likes. That's not a lot of companies. And that was comprised of 3,819 small disadvantaged businesses who entered in 2021 and 3,534 businesses in 2022. So again, in the grand scheme of things, you're narrowing the competition. So this is a beautiful space for you. There's so many opportunities. This is a great time to be a small disadvantaged business. And in case you're wondering, well, what does that really mean? Typically, it's looked at as a woman-owned, economically disadvantaged company, an 8A. They may throw in, I'd have to dig deeper, if they throw in veteran-owned, HubZone. These are all certifications you can easily get. All of them you can get for free. Service disabled, it can take days, not weeks, not months, days. Also, there are some procurements to be aware of I want to share with everyone. There's a learning architect, faculty and staff instruction support services. Well, sadly, I must report that one has already closed. However, it's with the Army, so if you provide these type of services, you may want to keep an eye out for this because potentially you could subcontract with the incumbent. There are some opportunities with DHS Transportation Security Administration looking for indoor range services. There's a island office expansion project. There's a lot of different things going on. And what you'll notice is as we come toward the end and closer toward the end of this fiscal year, there'll be more and more opportunities available for 2024. So don't give up hope. Another strategy is to connect with individuals on LinkedIn. It's the #1 source for connecting. Many people, the companies I'm mentioning, government agencies, they are on LinkedIn and they're open to connect with you. It's a great place to connect. You said to reach out to contractors, maybe to help out with things on the side. That is correct, Jonathan. That's what's key, is because you never know when they need to work with somebody like you. You have no idea. I have a CDL, once I get my certification, should I start in transportation? Of course, why not? Can I qualify for the SDVOSB if I subcontract with them? You can qualify for the SDVOSB without getting any kind of work. One of my students, his video is up right now, Steve Dixie, get this. He just won basically a 7-figure contract for the state of South Dakota, and he's in the middle of getting his GSA schedule, and you got to watch the video to hear all of it. Can take advantage when contractors release their procurement forecast. So the quick answer is you're going to want to do what I call dialing for dollars. You're going to want to email them and call them to set up a capability brief with them. But before setting up a capability brief, you will need a capability brief and you will need to know what to say to them. And this is really powerful because it allows them to get to know you. And if you want to get a free capability statement, you're going to type free in my Facebook group, and my team member, Melody, she's amazing. She will reach out to you. Are you leveraging any AI tools to help with capability statements or proposals? Nick, that's a great question. I actually just used ChatGPT. I pay for the monthly subscription. I used it to write part of the response for the mentor protege package. So yes. I will add that when you use AI tools, what's important is that you're still answering what they're asking for in your submission. So if they're asking for you to provide a detailed staffing plan and it's step 1, I'm going to locate the people, generic, then they're going to know, like, you've never done this. So just be aware. We had 37,589 long-standing small businesses, 3 years or older, that won contracts in 2022. That could be you. They didn't say 3 years or younger, so I don't have that number, but I'm sure it's in the thousands. The opportunities are right in front of each and every one of us. The barrier to entry in federal government contracting is super low. You just need to register, get your cage code, and go to SAM.GOV and bid. I have a gentleman who just posted in my Facebook group, I believe yesterday, that within 40 days he won his first contract. And please keep in mind, when you apply, you must have a cage code. So if you don't have a cage code, get that first. And another strategy for everyone here, and that is also apply for a woman-owned, minority-owned, veteran-owned certifications within your state or other states in which you want to do work, because those are super helpful. So for instance, we have one in the state of Florida. So please do that. They're really easy to do, way faster than the federal government. Take care. You all are amazing. And don't forget, everything is possible